All right, we are in the 2023 Halloween tournament. I'm in the opening round of the rookie division. I'm in my 77 account. So the scores this week are like, here's how it's working. So up at the top, if you can shoot, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's you're gonna have to shoot at least 26. You got to get a minus 13, and you really need to be above that in order to make sure that you can make it. My buddy Richard's saying in his bracket a 28 to make it. And the stuff at the top, there's going to be a cutoff line. I think there's going to be 30s, and then there's going to be a group of people that are above them, and who knows how high that can go. I've seen 34s, 35s. So those numbers can get pretty big. So I have no idea. This is just going to be one of those wild ass tournaments that you'll just either be on or like you won't. And it starts off, we have to get this eagle right off the bat. I'm going to bring a 8-pock and a Titan. Now there is a rough bump that we can do here. That's my pro. Here, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong notes. Okay, I'm going to bring my Thor's Hammer, Kingmaker or Titan, plus 0 to the cup. All right, Thor's Hammer. That wind works good. Let's cut the wind down since we're doing a rough bump. Let's make it as easy on ourselves as possible. And we'll bring that ball right there. Thor's Hammer. Thor's Hammer is 1.7 per ring. So whatever the wind is divided by 1.7. Here we roll. And I think it's very, very little spin to get to the cup. Like very little spin. Like maybe none, but I think there is a little, but not much. Doctor, give me the news. Extra mile and a katana. Well, they can get to that spot with a katana. That's awesome. Wish they'd have pushed it forward a little bit more so I could have seen what the red line was. And that was, fuck. That wasn't good, but it should have been. That is not, and that is not good. Yeah. 2.6, 1.52 rings. $1.52 rings. And there's 1.5. Let's hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I made my adjustment right. Needed a little bit of topspin, a little bit. The ball guy was lying. And for those of you that know me, that's a long putt for me. I'm not happy about having to take it. The last time I was here, I had to take a long putt. My opponent was slightly nonchalant about that, and this is a super important shot to make. Close. I don't even want to say anything to them. You know they're upset. You know they're pissed. Isn't it perfect? In the hole. All right. We can't get too excited about it. We have to make that hole. And shit, could I have made it any harder on myself? I suppose I could have. But damn. All right, in the hole. Hole number 2, sniper. I'm doing minus 10 to the cup. And it might just be just a minus 0.1 to the cup. And I should be at Minimum Club. Sniper Marlin. Marlin. Which way's the wind blowing? That wind is, that's a tough wind day. Dealing with that, the way that the rough, let's go look at this hole. So you can see the way the wind's blowing. So this area here is ideal, and the wind's blowing from this direction, so we're going to have to pull over the sand no matter what. Even if we got over to this side, we're still having to pull over. Let me think about that for just 1 second. Let's do power. No, let's do power. What do I have for 0 power balls? You have some 0 wind. Let's see if we can hit. Let's see if we can make one of these. Sniper Marlin at Minimum Club. 1.2 per ring, minus 10 to the cup. 0.9 times whatever the wind is divided by 1.2. All right, here we go. Here we go. Maybe if I can get an opponent. If I can get an opponent. Maybe we're spinning. Yes, we're playing the opening round on a Friday during the day. Let's just hit this perfect. Man, I was so off last week in that tournament. I think there was 9 out of 8. No, it was in the 9-hole cup. So 9 holes. Out of 9 holes, I think I hit, 8. Not perfect. I had 2 holes that I had precision 5 balls on and didn't hit them perfect. .8, 1.35 rings. .35 rings. And there's 1.35. Isn't it perfect? It's a good thing I had a precision ball because I would have missed that. Ha 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 ha! That is fucking cheesy. Ah, so close, so close. And I think, let's see which. I'll have to go back and. Did I overpull that slightly? I did a minus 10 and still overpulled it with the minus 10. It should have been minus 10 minus 0.1. I think that's what it should have been. My notes say minus 10 to the cup, maybe just minus 0.1, but I think it might actually need to be minus 10 plus the minus 0.1. Damn it. Damn it. All right. All right. Take a deep breath. Okay, hole number 3. Let me make sure. Now there is a red line issue thing going on here too. Let's make sure I have a Goliath. Do I have a bag just set up for this? Let me set this bag up. Let's make sure I take my second. That will work. And I'm going to take a katana. A katana. Now my notes say Thor's hammer, katana, 6 top spin, plus 10 on the drive, 1.1 times whatever the wind is, divided by 1.7. And I got Need and Albie circled about 60 times. Like, this is definitely an Albie shot here. Definitely. Let's clear a slot. Let's get some stuff rolling. I'm going to get every single club card that I ever needed in these 4 chests. Have I gotten an epic yet? I got a Kingfisher. And if I get my Kingfisher to level 8, I'm not sure I'm going to upgrade it. Maybe. I feel like it hits really good right now. If you hit it perfect, it's right where you want it to go. So let me make sure I don't have that first one. Let's collect that one. One game hit a successful putt. Perfect putt. I think I might be able to do that in like 3 or 4 games. Get a perfect putt? Jeez. All right, here we go. Getting out on the course. Now, I've hit the Albie on here twice this week. Once with my Goliath and once with my Sniper. I had a shot at it today in Pro with my Spitfire, and all you have to do is just get to the green and it'll roll out towards the cup. And I didn't quite get it far enough. 7 times 2.9, 2.52 rings, 6 top spin, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2.52 rings. 252. I'm going to lean just a little to the left, or excuse me, the right. Hitting it perfect. Now, I overshot this in my Pro account and ended up just in the sand. Right there, I should be fully in my Sniper range. I might actually be somewhere between mid and minimum club. I'm going to do... Man, in the past we've always done like plus 10 here, but I'm going to do minus 0.1 to the cup. Wherever I'm at in my club. The win divided by wherever I'm at in my club minus 0.1. And I'm not so sure it shouldn't be just minus 10%. I've been close. And the deal there is that there's a funnel, and I'm not sure, like if I did the 10%, like I could catch both sides of the funnel, like where I'm at on the funnel. All right. 2.4 divided by, there's max, here's min, and I am at minimum club. 1.2, 2 rings, 1.9 rings. .9 rings. .9. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Got to get to the cup. Not going to get there. It's not. That's the same shit that I had happen earlier today. Only I was on the fringe, like halfway through the fringe. What in the shit just happened there? What in the hell just happened? I should have wrote down how much topspin I was putting on there for that shot, because whatever I did right there was definitely wrong. Arrgh. Perfect. Get in the hole. Yeah. It's better to go through the rough bump and try and get into it, or just dribble onto the green and hope that you can catch it. I still have some work to do. It's work that can be done, but I still have work. Isn't it perfect? In the hole. In the hole. All right. All right. Really needed to pick that one. That is some fruit that we need to pick up. It's nice to pick that one up, because then you can go into the last two sets and you're already on track. You just need to get one to get to 30. Dang it. Dagnabbit. All right. The next one's the duck hole. We can pick it up here. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. I haven't been going for it on this, but today I may. And that wind is, let's think here. Let's think long and hard. My Thor's hammer. I'm going to take my number 1 bag. Here we go. Now, I have no notes as far as numbers or anything. I'm going to do a 15%. I feel like I probably should be doing a 10 to a 20, so let's split the difference and I'll do a 15% on the drive. How weak are my notes? I don't even know. I don't know that I've been going for it on this hole. And I really don't want to have to do any overpower. I actually ended up in the drink earlier in my pro account. I ended up in the drink, and my opponent was able to get on the green. They were right off the green and won. And they got the eagle and saved me. Saved me. Okay, 2.6. If I add on 10%, that'd be 2.9. Be like a ring and a half. Puts me slightly into power. And I hit it one ring great to the right. I hit it on the wind side. I might get lucky, and it hit the sand. Too narrow of a spot. You had to hit that perfect. It's all right, man. That's the way it goes. I was trying to be, I could have went up there and tried to get jiggy with it and tried to get up in the spot. My opponent earlier in pro did something that I haven't seen anybody do. They started off on this side and they curled it around so that it came in and it skirted that tree and skirted this water where I ended up, and ended up right here off the green. And that is pretty fucking narrow. I should have actually looked at that, because that area out there, that might not be, I mean, It's pretty tricky trying to get around, missing the tree and then missing the water, because you can't really S-curve around the corner. Well, at least you made it. There's Max. Max Club, Mid Club. I'm eking mid. Four two. There's 4-2. And that was 7,000 rings. Great, but I'm not sure I got my curl right, so that might have helped me. It did help me. I had my distance right, but definitely didn't have, I needed more curl. It's so easy to over curl when you just need to swing a little bit like that. There we go. That was my look at it. I recovered. Distance was good. See if my opponent can get in the hole from there. I would rather have taken their shot, I can tell you that. They have a serious look at it. If they hit it perfect, it goes in the hole. Well, at least it does with the Spitfire. I don't know how it is with the Malibu. I would assume that it's going to be the same here. If they hit it perfect, it's going in the hole. And it's going in the hole. And they made a bad pull. I would have turned around and looked at it to see where that pulled it, because that distance right there, it's not going to move it that much. Into hole. Into hole. Oops. What are you saying oops about? Must be a replay. All right, what hole are we on? What hole are we on? Hole number 5. My notes say Mid Grizzly. Let's look at this hole. Hole number 5. Ah. Marlin. I can bring a Marlin on this hole. Hey, let's play. Let's take a Marlin. A Marlin. If I can find one. It's in here somewhere. It's supposed to be Grizzly. And it's supposed to be Mid Grizzly. 3 backspin, 1 left-hand side spin. And I'm not sure we're not supposed to be taking something off on this hole. Maybe we're adding on. I don't know. The deal is that all this stuff has changed. They've done something on the course, and what we've done on the past on these holes is all changed, and it's still not. Okay, there's Max. I am in Mid Grizzly. 3 backspin, 1 left-hand side spin. Times 4.8 divided by 1.1, 5.67 rings, 5.7 rings. There's 5, 7. Hitting it perfect. Wow, I can hit a shot perfect. Unbelievable. And I still didn't pull it enough. And I did a 30% adjustment there, but I'm hitting off of a little bit of a hill. And I'm not so sure that that spot's. There's a little flat area right here, and I'm pushing up a little bit on the hill to set that shot up with that spin. But I really kind of would rather be down here in this bottom spot where it's a little flatter. But I think in order to do that, I'm going to have to put, because you can tell from the spot that I'm at, I should be putting on right hand spin to bring myself around to the cup, and I'm putting on left hand spin, so I'm involving that hill. Yeah, I need to be down on the bottom a little bit more, like right in this area right here. I'll still be mid, but I'll have to change my spin. Because the deal there is if you're on a hill face like that and you're pulling it wrong, you're always going to be off. If you hit high, you're going to go you're going to be off. If you hit low, it's going to take a different trajectory and you're going to be off. Perfect. In the hole. All right. Well, my buddy Kyle, I think he sent me a picture of his round, and he shot like a 34 or a 35. So I don't think unless I can pick it up here, I don't think I'm going to give him a run for his money. I asked him if he shot that round with one eye closed or one hand tied behind his back. He probably shot it with one hand tied behind his back and one eye closed, just to give everybody else a chance. He said he missed a bunch of shots and still shot a 34. All right, what do we have here? What is hole number 6? Hole number 6. Okay, which way is the wind blowing? We're in rookie. I got to remember we're in rookie, so the wind is blowing for us. So we can, if we bring out the right ball, get over to the other side. And we definitely need a topspin boost ball. I'm going to bring one of those because I have a few of them. And I want the longest hitting. I'm going to take my extra mile because it's the biggest hitting, longest topspin that I have. I have no idea if I can get over to the other side. I have no idea what club I'm going to be in or where I will be at. I'm going to have to write down several shots here because on days when we have a wind where we can get over, if we have pure headwind days, we might have to lay it up. If I can find an opponent. If. Here we go. My opponent goes first. Easily over with a 3-pair ball. Sticking it. And that wind is blowing really good for us. If you can get bounce number 1 on that fairway and bounce number 2 all the way over to the other side, you could get on the green in one. I think an expert, that is the way to go. I mean, that's the way you're trying to do it. Like this is this is almost, you have to get an Alpy on this hole or you're down a stroke. I think that it pretty much is that way. Okay, I'm going to leave the wind in. Oh, that's big trouble. Right there. That is what we in the business call big trouble. So you know what I have to do right now? I have to do that shot again. I have to hope that I get over in one. I have to hope my opponent makes the Albie. If my opponent makes the Albie, I'll just lay it up, count it, and call it a day. But if my opponent doesn't make the Albie, then I'm going to have to go for it. I'll have to burn another one of those balls. Got no option. That's the thing about going for a shot like that. If you're doing some big max overpower hook and you miss it, you can't go, okay, fuck it. You got to watch really intently, and if you miss it, you got to pay attention, and because you're going to be doing that shot again. And I'm going to be doing that shot again. Two rings off. Leave the wind in. Isn't it perfect this time? Let's see if we can get where we were supposed to get the last time. Ooh, man, I barely caught that. And if I'd have been a little teeny bit, and where I came in there, go back and rewind that video, and you can see where that first bounce is. Shit, there's a burn mark where the sand, there's some glass. That ball came in there so hot and left that sand so fast. Jeez, I'm surprised I made it through that. All right, where am I in my club? Next, okay, I'm way down in. And I got good wind for this shot. And that still might. No chance. Needed to be a perfect. Needed to be. Dropped the shot. Look at that. Shit. I may not make the weekend round. Dropping one shot. That's all it's going to take. Shit, I'm going to have to pick it up. Jeez. What kind of deal is that? Hole number 7. What is hole number 7? My notes say tailwind, go for it. Headwind, play left. Let's go see what that hole looks like. All right, which way is the wind blowing? And that is the rule on that hole. Side wind, that's a go for it. And I think I can play it with my number 1 bag and just a regular. What do I have the most of? Got 65 of those. I'll burn through my. I'm going to bring one of these just because I do have a pretty decent shot here. I've got to pick something up. Shit. Now I'm in trouble. I have no notes to the cup, so I have no idea what to do. It's up. It is uphill, so I will tell you that we should be subtracting off some wind. Maybe they fixed all that, and maybe we're actually playing right. And uphill shots are playing like they're supposed to. And that can't be right because some of these holes that are downhill that we were adding on wind, we're now taking wind off. Once again, it's Playdemic manipulating the shit. It doesn't have to make sense. And I would assume that if they talk to you, they would tell you the same thing. It doesn't have to make sense. And I got a narrow little strip down there. Let's see if I can catch that and jump over that sand. give myself a shot. A shot at it, a look. A little bit bigger power ball, a 5 power ball would have gave me a little more breathing room on that drive and a little more distance on the end. And dude, like what's the problem with running? Okay. All right. They're lucky they hit the 2-ring grate to the right, because I think that'll clear them. I'm just not sure with all the extra distance they had down there, like why they didn't run more topspin to clear that sand. That blows me away. I'm in my wedge. There's max. There's mid. 1.8 divided by 1.2. 1.5 rings. I'm right at the flagpole. One and a half rings. Where'd that put me on the cup? I like it. Oh, fucking, I still hit it. Fucking great. Jesus. Woo! We'll take it. We'll take it. I still hit it great. And I had a fucking what? A precision 5 ball? See? I told you. I'm hitting for the outside edge. Jeez. I will say that ball did help me. Having a power 4 ball and a precision ball on that drive with the overpower. And shit, that right there would have been 3 rings. Great. That definitely would have missed. I'll have to give all of the props on that hole to the ball, because it sure in the hell wasn't me. In the hole. All right, that does not make up for dropping a shot, because we need to pick up 2 aside. So now I still have to pick up something. I'm going to practice this hole. Let's practice it. I hit this shot early, with my pro count, and I left it way short. I've been leaving it short, and like this is one of those holes that in the past it's always ran out, where you get to the cup, and if you have enough speed to get past the cup, you usually go past the cup, like 5 or 6 squares, and it's not playing that way. It's now like wanting to stop in front. I'm not sure I'm getting I want to make sure I'm getting this. There is a great rough bump here, and I haven't made a hole-in-one on this week, and I'm not sure I've hit it in perfect. Now let's watch what my opponent does. I'm putting on max topspin. Yeah. They're not going to do the rough bump. They're going to eyeball it. Why did you even come in and practice? And if you like, why did you do that? Come on, man. Now my notes say sniper and a Titan. So I think if I want to do the rough bump, Titan. Where's my red line? There's my max. There's min. There's mid. Let me bring out a katana. Actually, let me bring out a quasar. And see if that puts me, there's max, there's min, puts me pretty close to mid with just a quasar. If I want to be 2 rings into the rough, 1.5. 3 top spin, 3.5, and okay. And I'm gonna take it straight up. Just do it. I'm at dead center mid club, so it's whatever the wind is divided by 1.1 with a quasar. Quasar, sniper, quasar. The wind is 4.1. 1.5 rings. 3 and a tick. 3.5. 3.5. 3.5 and a half. 2.72 rings. 3.72, excuse me. There's 3, 5, 7, 2. Oh, fuck. That was shit. That was, if it wasn't 2 rings, it was on the outside edge of the first ring. It was getting fresh with the second ring. All right, let's just try that at 0. We'll try it at 0. That right there. Let me switch that ball to a, because of that spin, let me switch it to a nav. It'll cut the wind down just a little. Navigator, navigator. Let's purchase some navigators just so we have them. Here we go. Navigator. All right. I'm not sure I need to put that left-hand spin on there. I'm going to put on 3.5 top spin and see if I can find the spot. If I don't have to put on any side spin, it would be better. I'm not sure it's a full half of top spin. It's like 3 1/3. See if my opponent can get up there with their hammerhead 6. What? I just do not understand how anybody eyeballs it. Like, you never had it pointing at the cup. Like, you never had the shot that you're actually trying to get. So then you start moving it around. Shit. I'll never be able to. I am so glad that somebody came up with the win ring method, because if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't have played this game. 3 1/2, 3 1/3. .3, 3.9 rings. There's 1, 2, 3, 9. Hitting it perfect. About time. Jeez, now we can at least get a read. It might be off, but we'll at least know. Woo! In the hole! Look at that. That was +0 to the cup at mid. 3.5 top spin. And it was going a little fast, so I think maybe 3 1/4. 3 1/4 would have been better. It was definitely, if it hadn't hit the flagpole, I think it would have bounced over the cup. There we go. There we go. All right, hole number 9. Doing plus 15 on the drive times whatever the wind is. And I can take my number 1 bag. And I think I can just take a, let's see what I have here. In power 3s. Just looking through my power 3 collection here, see what I have. Eyeballing them. I do have some precision balls that wouldn't be bad, but I don't have a big selection of those. Those are weekend round balls. And the topspin ones, I don't really want to depend on the topspin to get me to a spot, so I'm just going to take a regular Kingmaker. And this wind, I'm going to take a Titan. Titan, the king of balls. I'll take my number 1 bag. Maybe. And I'm going to do, if I get into the right spot, I'm going to do plus 0 to the cup. Four point one, 2.2, 2 1/4 rings. There's 2 1/4. I'm going to put that forward distance back on it. Hitting it perfect. Just trying to glide it up there. That should put me in like mid sniper, maybe towards min, but it should be less than max. And with today's wind, that should give me a pretty good look at it. And I'm going to do wherever I'm at in my club, the wind divided by wherever I'm at. I'm not going to add anything on. I think in the past, once again, this is another one of those holes that I think in the past we've always added on like 10% to the cup, but I'm not so sure we shouldn't be taking some wind off. So if I hit this great to the right, it won't be the end of the world. I mean, it could give me a good shot if I was supposed to take wind off. Or is that a great to the left? I think maybe it is a great to the left. All right, where am I? I'm in minimum sniper. So 3.8 divided by 1.2. It's 3.16 rings. .16 rings. There's 3, 2. Hitting it perfect. Should get a good read on whether we should be adding or taking some wind off. And I over pulled it. So we should be taking off like 10%. So minus 10 to the cup. For sure. My opponent hit pretty good distance out there in order to get to that spot where they can take that rough bump. I would strongly think about that rough bump, but that's just me. Perfect. Close. We were both close, but we both pulled wrong. We both overpulled. That's the deal. In the hole. All right. I finished with a 14 even though I dropped a shot. What a shitty round. You got to shoot at least a 15 in order to be up in the top 5, at least the top 10 to have a, you know, they'll at least interview you and ask you how your round was. Shit, if you shot less than a 30, they're not even going to talk to you. Unless, of course, you're one of those golfers that hits into the fairways where the crowds are standing. And then they might interview you. All right. How did we finish the front? Grim, minus 14. That is not what we're looking for. Look at the people ahead of us. We got a minus 16 and a minus 17 ahead of us. So, right there. And the person at the 10 with the 18, they were at, they were at 16 going through. So, not good, not a good start for us. I'm going to have to, even if I shot a killer round on the back, just need to get the minus 16 so I can get the 30. A 30 will be a good tiebreaker for the weekend round. Save some stuff. Don't drop anything. Damn it. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee and then I'm gonna immediately shoot. I got 2 more. I got this round and 22 to play, so I still have stuff, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching.